Welcome back to your daily forecast. Today we're going to be talking about the BR shop. We have a brand new bundle over here, which is not that one, but it's over here. And apparently, these things are only costing VBUCKS now. So if you end up getting that, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I'd really appreciate it. This actually looks a really cool pack. I'm actually like, I could see myself using everything in here. That's actually pretty cool. I'm excited about that. And also, I have a bit of an apology because yesterday I didn't even find out until I read the comments that I completely missed the Storm King's Fist available in the shop. I changed the thumbnail and the title, but there was no mention of it in the video because I literally didn't even see it, forgot that it was a thing. I think one or two people told me in a stream a few days prior, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then never thought about it again. So definitely a cool grab. Really glad that they added that. And while we transition to save the world, it's probably going to take a second. I do want to give a nice little heads up. I was actually considering making this its own video, and then I remembered that I already do one of those every day. So we're going to be talking about the update tomorrow. I have no idea what's in it specifically. I doubt that there's anything differentiating it from the update that we already know about. Can I find it? Did I scroll too far? I scrolled too far, yeah. So pretty much everything in these patch notes are probably just going to continue holding true. But the important thing, and this is a huge heads up to PC players, this is a massive update. 27 gigabytes is way more than we usually have to download. That is going to take, well, I was going to say a while, but it varies wildly based on your internet. My pro tip is to just leave the launcher open overnight. If you're on PC, obviously this doesn't apply to you console players, I don't think, but if you're on PC, just keep the game open. It'll install all of this all on its own. I'm not certain if you're going to have to uninstall and reinstall, but the whole idea is that it's going to be a huge 27 gigabyte update that optimizes your PC, trims files here and there and compresses. I'm not even going to pretend to know what's going on in that update. But what they're saying is it's going to be a 60 gigabyte reduction to the file size. You might have noticed this, but 95 gigs of my computer are being used by Fortnite. Now, I might have like 16 terabytes, but that is still an unacceptable amount for gaming because like 2 of those terabytes are even dedicated to games on my computer. The rest is just storing these videos for you guys. Although these daily videos don't actually get archived on my computer because they get unlisted after like a day. That's neither here nor there. But otherwise on our forecast are 70 free bucks, which is pretty cool. Over there in Canny, over there in Twine. Pretty upper end missions, but I mean, it shouldn't be too bad to knock them out. And then we have not that many interesting weapons initially, but most of the weapons are gravitating down in the the southern pole down by the Plankerton. My goodness, I'm forgetting names. I'm sorry. I'm still lightheaded from the ER. But we got a Survivor up in the 160 zones. We got a couple of other mission weapons. Monsoon. Another Monsoon. I think that's in Ventures otherwise. But there are a lot of purple weapons down in Plankton. Let's go check out some of the missions that I set aside here. So, starting in Twine, let's head on over here and check out what the weather looks like. So, first and foremost, we got an Atlas mission, which is fairly noteworthy because it has the anti-air trap. You guys might know that I actually use the anti-air trap purple just because it's cheaper than Legendary and it does the same job. So literally you could just have an anti-air trap schematic today by just running that right now. Most of the different temperatures around here aren't really too notable. A few things here and there. Perk up, drops of rain, nice to have. 4x epic perk up and some reperk and the 100 repair the shelter, not so bad, and then a bunch of reperk in Eye of the Storm. I think this mission is just worth running for the reperk. I mean, that's just good right there. All of that goodness. There's our free bucks down the 108 Triatlas, and then basic missions, nothing crazy going on. Good stuff here and there, but we do have 4x perk up plus perk up in the 116 retrieve the data. Also nice to have. These are good things. Master Driver, Monsoon, Legendary Weapons, good for the book. That is not in Ventures. I think it was the other one that was in Ventures. I don't know. I only spotted one Monsoon. I could be wrong. I might have missed it. Legendary perk up and drops of rain as well. Lead Survivor and 4x perk up. So Legendary Lead Survivor might not be what you need, but if you only have purple ones, it's a direct upgrade. I mean, literally just use it if you have the space or you have the requirement. 4x perk up and the 132 4-player, so not so bad. And then lots of Eye of the Storm. Literally 72 Eye of the Storm is worth running that mission in my opinion. 220 perk up and drops of rain, not even a 4x. Got a pretty boring 4x legendary perk up, 4x perk up, and a husk cleaver. Again, another collection book filler. There's your legendary survivor in the 160 zone where people need it. And then, of course, 5x lightning to bottle missions because, the 160 zones never ever fail to impress. Down in the northern pole in Canny Valley, down in the northern pole, you know, because English. Yeah, so we got a purple ceiling zapper, and there it is, the sound wall. So 46 zone, just go grab the sound wall. Pretty nice to have there. And then lots of basic missions. I think there's the free buck mission somewhere in here. You know, rare perk up. I'm skipping over a lot, but some of these might be worth doing. I found lots of perk up in the 70 zone, and then I think it was just. Yeah, literally that. I mean, Maverick is a really powerful shotgun, worth, you know, getting that weapon, maybe even fluxing it. But the Candy Valley Storm King has 110 rare perk up. Now, off to the west in Plankerton, my bad, not the south. This is where things get interesting. Because initially I was like, yeah, not that interesting missions, nothing great going on. But purple vacuum tube launcher. Again, all of these can be used with legendary flux. They might be worth it. I think the vacuum tube launcher might be. The Thrasher, again, even though it's blue, still good. Vacuum tube revolver, it's a book filler. Maybe that one's not worth some flux. But then, right when I thought we were, you know, getting into some cooler weather, I found the Siege Breaker. Endgame weapon. I use this in the like 160 zones because it's a strong enough weapon. It's maybe not the ideal pick, but it works great. And I really like the Siege Breaker on a personal note. It's strong, accurate. What else do you want? That is that's nice to have. Not to mention the Dragonfly. It won't be you know, helping you in missions, but it's good for the collection book nonetheless. So yeah, decent weather over there in all these missions. Yeah, all those things they scared me for a second. And then of course we have the Smorgasbord Llama, which I have been praised for my pronunciation in the past. So there you go. That is 1,500 V-Bucks. That's a lot. It would help me a lot if you use my code, by the way, if you end up purchasing that. But it's it might be worth it because that's actually how I got my Xenon bow for the, you know, fun fact of the day. I got 2 Xenon bows and one of my Smorgasbord Llamas, and I feel like it would be irresponsible to casually drop a thing about the ER and then not say something about it. I wanted to say this at the end of the video because I know that there is like a sneaky dark side that doesn't give a shit about my health. But yeah, my heart problems were I mean, I was gonna say they were persisting. They've gotten worse recently where like whenever I eat or something, it's not really heartburn, it's really just like a stinging pain in my heart. And they checked me out. I'm apparently, as far as they could tell, fine. X-ray was clear. It hasn't happened today. I'm always hungry, just in general, because my metabolism is ridiculous. But I don't know. That might just be a part of it. That's probably what it is, because I'm always fine afterwards. If you guys have ever watched the stream, you've probably seen it where, like, I'm, like, you know, normal and fine and having fun. And then, oh, okay, that's not good. Yep. And then it passes after a few minutes. So I finally went in, checked it out. They did an EKG on me. It was apparently abnormal. They found a thing that looked weird. Then they just straight up sent me to the ER, which was totally not alarming at all. And then they ran an EKG and it was fine. So I don't know who got what wrong there. Maybe nobody. I don't know. Maybe the first one was right. I feel mostly fine. But when they went to take my blood, I passed out because I'm one of those people. I'm fine. I'm okay. Blood doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I'm never going to be a doctor by any means, but like I understand that they need it for testing, but I passed out like cold, and it's been one of those days that I have to take easy because maybe it's just me, but when you faint, especially after not eating for as long as I had this morning because I didn't have a good breakfast before going into the ER, it's been a rough day. It's not rough. I'm just really off balance. So yeah, no stream today, even though I sometimes stream on my off days. Tuesdays, hi. Nah, not today. So I'm glad I can make this for you guys. I'm feeling good. I'm just not physically well. It's mental, not physical. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the forecast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Use code Mista. Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow probably.